From impossible angles to gravity-defying volleys, the 24/25 season delivered. These are the strikes that left defenders helpless, goalkeepers stunned, and fans absolutely speechless. Some shots bend, some shots dip. Benjamin Šeško's shot detonates. January 12, 2025, Red Bull Arena Leipzig. 2 minutes into the second half, RB Leipzig led Werder Bremen 2-1 when 21-year-old Benjamin Šeško picked up the ball 25 meters from goal. One touch, one opening. Šeško ripped a right-foot rocket into the top right corner at 126 kilometers per hour. The goalkeeper frozen, the stadium stunned. No curl, no finesse, just pure, unstoppable power. When he hits it like that, all you can do is watch. December 4th, 2024. Isak drifted off Van Dijk at the edge of the box and carved out a single yard of space. Even before he shot, you could feel the stadium freeze. He unleashed a 108.94 kilometers per hour rocket into the top right corner past Koimhin Kelleher. Arne Slot could only say, "What a finish." I don't even know if Koim saw it. The strike won December's Guinness Goal of the Month and the Oracle most powerful goal of the entire 2024/25 season. Pure velocity, pure precision, pure Isak. Some players score goals. Harry Kane scores moments that live forever. November 22nd, 2024, Allianz Arena. Bayern led Augsburg 2-0 deep into the 95th minute, but Kane wanted one more. Leon Goretzka floated a perfect high cross from the right, and the window looked impossibly tight. Kane stretched acrobatically, killed it with a flawless first touch, and then somehow steered a header past the keeper to complete his hat-trick. His 50th Bundesliga goal in just 43 games, making him the fastest player ever to hit that milestone. That's not just a finish, that's a legacy. April 8th, 2025. Champions League quarter-final at the Allianz Arena. Kane hits the post and drops to his knees in disbelief. And his 150th goal for Inter, making him the club's highest-scoring foreign player ever, and the one that shattered Bayern's 22-match unbeaten home run. Sometimes a new signing introduces himself quietly. Omar Marmoush introduced himself with a thunderbolt. On May 20th, 2025, Manchester City's second-to-last match of the season, Marmoush picked up the ball just inside Bournemouth's half. He drove forward and unleashed a dipping 30-yard strike that crashed off the post and flew past Kepa Arrizabalaga into the top corner. It won the 2024/25 Guinness Goal of the season, making him the first City player ever to take the award. One swing, instant Etihad folklore. Jamie Carragher called it Messi-like. Brighton fans called it the greatest first touch they'd ever seen. February 14th, 2025, at the Amex. In the 27th minute, Bart Verbruggen sent a long ball into Chelsea's half, and 30,000 people held their breath as it dropped toward Kaoru Mitoma. Mitoma killed it with a ridiculous first touch, glided past Trevoh Chalobah, and drilled a low shot past Philip Jurgensen from outside the box. It won the February 2025 Guinness Goal of the Month and later Brighton's Goal of the Season with 84.64% of the vote. That's not control, that's artistry. November 4th, 2024, Craven Cottage. Fulham had dominated but still trailed Brentford after Vitaly Janel's first half rocket. Wilson had only come on in the 82nd minute when Adama Traoré whipped in a late cross. Wilson met it with an outrageous back heel that looped over Mark Flecken and into the far corner, winning November's Premier League Goal of the Month. Then, 5 minutes later, he headed home the 97th minute winner, becoming just the 6th player in Premier League history to score both an equaliser and a match winner after the 90-minute mark. December 8th, 2024, Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Chelsea were in trouble early as Spurs raced into a 2-goal lead. Then, in the 17th minute, Sancho received the ball on the right flank, and everything changed. He cut inside past 3 Spurs defenders, unleashed a low-driven 25-yard strike that flicked off the post and bisected the goal. That goal ignited the comeback. Chelsea would go on to win 4-3. From outcast at Manchester United to match winner at Chelsea, Sancho reminded everyone exactly why he's special. Some players need time to settle. Jamal Musiala needs 5 minutes to take over a game. December 7th, 2024. Allianz Arena. Bayern were stuck at 1-1 with Heidenheim, missing Harry Kane and Manuel Neuer, and the pressure was building. In the 51st minute, Vincent Kompany turned to 21-year-old Jamal Musiala. 5 minutes later, Musiala picked up the ball in midfield, glided toward the box, and drilled a low rocket into the bottom left corner for 2-1. His 40th Bundesliga goal, making him, at just 21, one of the youngest players in league history to hit that milestone. January 18th, 2025. Bayer Leverkusen were chasing Bayern in the title race when Granit Xhaka threaded a diagonal pass into Wirtz in the 32nd minute. Wirtz slipped a nutmeg through Ko Itakura, glided into the box, and passed the ball coolly beyond Moritz Nicholas. Pure composure. The strike won Bundesliga Goal of the Month for January 2025. Not with power or pace, but with skill, vision, and ice-cold control. That's the Wirtz way. March 29th, 2025. FA Cup quarter-final at Craven Cottage. 5 days removed from scoring his first England goal, Eze barely had a touch in the opening half hour. Then, in the 34th minute, he picked up the ball on the left, sliced inside past Sasa Lukic, and shifted onto his right in one effortless motion. What came next was unstoppable. A thunderbolt off the far post that silenced Craven Cottage. 4 minutes later, he set up Ismaila Sarr to finish the job. 1 goal, 1 assist, and Crystal Palace were heading to Wembley. Pure class from a player in the form of his life. December 11th, 2024. Weston McKennie hadn't played in 2 weeks due to muscle fatigue. He came off the bench in the 69th minute. 6 minutes later, absolute magic. He picked the ball in his own half, found Tim Weir on the right. First cross blocked, second cross perfect. McKennie arrives full speed, scissor kicks a volley 10 yards out into the bottom corner, leaving Ederson frozen. It was the first time 2 Americans combined for a goal in the Champions League. His celebration, wand in hand, said it all. Pure wizardry. October 6th, 2024. Reale Arena. Real Sociedad had trailed since the first minute after Julian Alvarez struck early, and Jan Oblak spent 83 minutes shutting the door with save after save. Then, in the 84th minute, Luka Sučić finally got his moment. He stepped inside and fired a left-footed rocket into the top corner, stunning Oblak and earning Sociedad a crucial point. The strike was voted the best goal in La Liga for the entire 2024/25 season. 1 debut, 1 shot, 1 spectacular introduction. August 23rd, 2024, Parc des Princes. PSG were rolling 4-0 against Montpellier when Ousmane Dembélé slipped a pass to Zaire Emery at the edge of the box. In a single fluid motion, he slipped a nutmeg through Boubacar Kouyaté and passed his finish calmly past Benjamin Lecomte's left side. Pure class from PSG's next superstar, sealing a dominant 6-0 victory. October 19th, 2024. Galatasaray is leading Antalyaspor 2-0. The Nigerian striker, returning from injury, entered in the 78th minute for Mauro Icardi. 2 minutes later, he scored, but VAR ruled it offside. Then, in the 90th minute of stoppage time, a free kick bounced in the box. Osimhen launched himself skyward and connected with a perfect bicycle kick that thundered into the net. Turkish Super League goal of the season. VAR confirmed it. Absolute perfection. Scoring at the Bernabeu is hard. Scoring there in a Champions League knockout, that's a different level, and Julian Alvarez reached it. March 4th, 2025. Round of 16 at the Santiago Bernabeu. Atletico Madrid were trailing 1-0, Madrid's crowd roaring, and every touch carried tension. Alvarez needed a moment. His team needed a lifeline. In the 32nd minute, he picked up the ball on the left, glided past Eduardo Camavinga, took one touch to set himself at the edge of the box, and curled a right foot strike into the top corner, leaving Thibaut Courtois frozen. A goal worthy of any stage, any price tag, any pressure. October 22nd, 2024. Champions League at the Santiago Bernabeu. Real Madrid were 2-0 down at half-time, the crowd booing, and Borussia Dortmund looked ready to repeat last season's final. Madrid needed a spark. Then, in the 86th minute, Vinicius picked up the ball inside his own half, exploded past Niklas Süle, cut inside from the left, beat another defender at the edge of the box, and curled a left-foot rocket into the top corner. Hat-trick complete. Comeback sealed 5-2. When Madrid needed a hero, he delivered pure brilliance. April 2nd, 2025. Coppa Italia semi-final, first leg at San Siro. Inter trailing 1-0 to Calhanoglu's former club. The atmosphere tense, the stakes massive. In the 67th minute, a loose ball rolled to him 25 yards out. No touch, no hesitation. Calhanoglu struck a low, thunderous rocket that tore past Mike Maignan before he could react. 1-1. His fourth long-range goal of the season, more than any other Serie A player. Milan's bogeyman had struck once more. Calhanoglu came alive again. April 29th, 2025. Champions League semi-final first leg. Arsenal's fortress had never felt more vulnerable. After 26 consecutive passes, Dembélé started the move from the centre circle, played it to Kvaratskhelia, then continued his run into the box. Just 4 minutes in, Kvaratskhelia found him with a perfectly weighted pass. One touch, left foot, far post. The ball crashed in off the woodwork, and the Emirates fell silent. That goal helped crown Dembélé as the competition's player of the season. Pure brilliance from start to finish. From Manchester to Milan, Munich to Madrid, the 24/25 season proved one thing. When the world's best step onto the pitch, the impossible isn't avoided, it's expected. And if these goals were unforgettable, imagine what next season will bring. Hit subscribe, the next moment of magic is only a kickoff away.